Here with Oktagon fighter Shem. Shem, how you getting on today?
Yeah, it's sound. Fucking, obviously now 9 days out. I'm in the war mode, ready to kill someone, but just about making weight now.
Your story's inspirational, Shem. I mean, I've seen from where you've come from. You studied horticulture to try and get on the right path. Went to Thailand and learnt jiu-jitsu. Come from a jiu-jitsu background. Could you just tell us a bit more about your story?
Hanan, you have watched the whole thing, haven't you? Like, fucking hell, how'd you condense 10 to 12 years of your life in a 3 minute? It's hard, isn't it? But yeah, obviously everyone knows I'm from Liverpool, working class family, half dragged up, half brought up. Was up to no good when I was younger, ended up going on the run, went to Asia, ended up finding martial arts, using martial arts to change my life, started competing, didn't ever have any aspirations to be a professional fighter, so that was the craziest part of it all. It was just a crazy journey that just snowballed into what you see today. Did 10 years on the run, beat the case, got a not guilty, come back, and now I'm the UK Oktagon poster boy and I'm just living my best life, what can I say?
You've got a 4-fight deal with Oktagon. What are your future aspirations after that?
Obviously, we take every fight, one fight at a time. I'm not looking past Katakoli, but at the same time, I am looking past Katakoli. I just want to win all 4 fights, put a statement, fight the biggest names in the sport, obviously get paid along the way, look after mumsy. But after the 4 fights is finished, I don't know, I don't even think that far. Like, this is the first time I've ever thought about it now that you just asked the question. I just honestly just see myself at Oktagon for the rest of but who knows, like, this life's crazy, lad, anything could happen. I could break my leg tomorrow, or fucking could end up in the UFC after 4 fights, or I could resign and be here for the rest of my life. I don't know. That's obviously a question for my manager, my team. We'd have to sit down, but I'm more than happy right now with Oktagon. Oktagon are treating me well, and I honestly do believe they're the biggest promotion in Europe, and I'm getting such a push, and I'm the face of the UK side. Like, why would I want to be anywhere else? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, Shem, what is it about like MMA that you found? What is it about it that you thought, this is for me, this is what I should be doing?
Do you know what? Originally it was jiu-jitsu. I found jiu-jitsu, and that was my true love. And after, I don't know, 150 or 180 jiu-jitsu matches and shit, and just competing and representing Great Britain, and come back and had the talk with my coaches, and they're like, what have you got to show for it? And it's like, you've got all these medals, you've got all these accolades, but it's not paying the bills. And that's when I decided to do MMA, because there's money in MMA. And I'm glad I did, because it brought me to where I am now, and I do love MMA, but jiu-jitsu is my true love. I still do think it is. But I'm going to ride MMA till the wheels fall off. You'll see me still in there when I'm 45 probably, lad. I love MMA as well. It's just, I don't know, lad. To me, it's not a sport. It's something different, lad. People can call it a sport, but you don't play MMA, lad. It's a dangerous game, and maybe that's why I like it, lad. It's just full of adrenaline. It's working hard every day, putting yourself through the paces. I'm not here for the easy life. I want the grind. I enjoy the grind.
How do you like manage that adrenaline going into fights? Because I've had a few fights previously, and it's always very nervous. So I never managed it well, but it seems like the top fighters are able to manage that sort of emotion really well. I mean, how do you maintain that tuning?
I love it. Even just thinking about it now, I love it, lad. I can't explain it. Like, I want the most high pressure situation. I want the most nerves possible. I want everyone against me. I want me back against the wall, and I want that adrenaline through the roof. And I honestly feel you've got 2 choices. You can try and push it away and shy away from it, and that's when it'll get the better of you, or you can just embrace it. I think you just have to embrace it and be like, look, this feeling ain't going away. but also knowing I need this feeling to perform to the best of my ability. That's your body putting you in that fight or flight mode. Your life's in danger, your back's against the wall. If you don't act now, you are going to be killed. That's the simulation. Your body's going through that feeling, what you would be feeling if someone was physically trying to kill you. And I just feel like, for me, it's the best feeling in the world, lad. At the time, you're fucking hating it. You're like, why do I do this? But then once you just embrace it and you actually get in there, I can't describe it. Like, if you haven't done it, you'll never understand what I'm talking about. I've done all the bungee jumping, I've done all of that crazy shit that don't even compare 10% to what this is. It's just the most craziest feeling in the world, and you're always trying to chase that in the next fight. You're always trying to get more, bigger, better. And it's also the most anticlimactic thing as well, because then you step out the cage and it's just, whoa, oh, what do we do now? Like, after I get out the cage, I throw up after every fight. I'm like, everywhere from the adrenaline dump.
Is that something you feel that towards your end of your career, when that's kind of like adrenaline dump and you think, oh, I'll go into retirement now, maybe getting a bit old. Do you feel that retirement life after that? What would you do next?
I don't even think about life after MMA. Like, this is my only life. This is all I'm living for right now. And the day I have to retire, then I'll have to address them feelings and thoughts and what I'm going to do with my life. But like I said before, lad, I'm riding this till the wheels fall off. You'll see me still in there getting chinned at 45 years of age, and I'm just going, fuck it, I've got another one in me. Obviously, God for touch wood, I don't get injured, God forbid. But as long as I'm healthy, lad, I'm still in there.
And Shem, your story, it shows resilience, and I know you say you don't care about belts. If anything, it's more like you're a role model to the kids coming up. How important, in fact, not how important, how do you deal with that pressure of being a role model to the kids? Because, I mean, a big message for you is to help kids from troubled backgrounds and to get a better living for themselves in MMA. And almost in a sense for you, it's being a father figure to them, like maybe perhaps how Bruno was to you.
That's the harder pressure. Harder pressure than getting in there and fucking fighting. Because sometimes you're just being yourself and you forget who's watching. Like, I don't want to push no products that maybe are a bad influence on kids. Junk food, Monster energy drinks, alcohol, drugs. Like, sometimes though you just forget and you're just living your life. And I do try and be the best role model I can possibly be, and I do try and give back as much as I can, but at the same time I also think I have to be super selfish to get the best platform and be as big as I can, so in the future I can give back more. I think it's about finding the balance a little bit. But then also, I guess just what I'm achieving kind of motivates this next generation without me even thinking about it. And like, it's hard, lad. Like, you wanna give more than you can, but then at the same time you haven't got enough to give. Lad, it's a never-ending cycle, bro.
Yeah. And you train here in Liverpool. You've trained with the likes of Paddy, Meatball Molly. How has that experience been like, and what is it like? Like, you're all Scousers, you're known for hard work, resilience. Do you push each other in?
I've been watching this scene for 10 years on the run and just being like, oh, I wish I could train there. I wish I could train in Liverpool. Like, people take for granted, like, just going to the gym, going home, nipping in your mum's, having a scran at your mum's, going to see your auntie. Like, I was watching from afar and couldn't do any of that. So I was even like fighting in the Olympia, fighting in what Scouts will say, I'm not fighting there. And I used to be like, oh, I'd love to fight there. I've always wanted to fight there. I've still never fought in Liverpool, lad. Still not to this day. So I've still got a lot of things that I want to achieve in the city still. But like you said, lad, like coming back now and being around the people who I was watching from afar and being in the gym that I thought was the best in the city, and now I'm here, it is boss, lad. And we do all push each other every day, and we are all super competitive, and we're trying to one up each other, and we're trying to, but that's how you get better, innit? Everyone's trying to fucking outdo the other person who they train with every day, and it's welcome competitiveness. There's no animosity, there's no bad feelings, there's no one ever trying to hate each other in here. It is like a family, But at the same time, when it's time to train, it's time to fucking train, do you get me?
Yeah.
Hey Shem, you've obviously been through a lot of adversity through your life. I mean, does that help you to like deal with the added pressure and like you're going into deep waters into fights? So through the experience you've had that many people probably haven't, does that definitely help you inside the cage?
I say this all the time to like my little brother and that, like, people don't understand what I was doing before this. Like, this is easier. It's hard, physically taxing on your body, mentally draining at times, but you're not risking your life every day, you're not risking your freedom every day, you're not looking over your shoulder every day, you're actually proud of what you're doing, you enjoy what you do, you don't have a bad conscience about what you do. So there is obviously hard aspects, but it's definitely over the whole grand scheme, it is definitely easier, lad. And like you said, when I'm in them tough positions, like in the Lima fight where he's about to put me to sleep, in my mind I'm just like, fuck it, I'd rather die. When someone's attacking submissions on me, arm bars, knee bars, I'm thinking, fuck it, I'd rather let it break. And maybe that come from that mentality of the life before, I don't know, I couldn't tell you, or maybe I was always like that, maybe I'm just a fucking weirdo, lad. I don't know, I'm just living my life day by day and I'm just me, lad, innit?
Is that the mentality of a potential elite fighter? Like you have to be willing to die inside of the cage?
I think everyone's different. I think some people are like, no, I'm not willing to die in here, this is just a job. I come here, I turn into my persona, and I go in there, and then I come back out and I'm me. Some people go in there and they're like, I just want to fight to the death, I just want to slug it out. Some people are super cerebral, some people are super physical, some people just walk you down, but that's the beauty of the sport. It's not one size fits all, it's everyone's got their own style, everyone's got their own mentality. What works for you might not work for me, what works for me might not work for him, but I can only tell you about me. And I feel like I'm a super cerebral fighter. I like to read situations and make reads, I like to be technical, but at the same time when it gets gritty, I'm not quitting. I'm like definitely stepping in there willing to die. Before every fight I stop at the stairs and I just have a little internal conversation with me and God and just say, look, if we die tonight, we die tonight, but I'm going to try and kill him first. And then I bounce in there, lad, and I'm just in war mode.
And Shem, you come from a jiu-jitsu background, you learnt your striking in Dublin. I saw you had an instance where you spoke to John Kavanagh and he said you could no longer carry on working with him or the team or whatever. What in your character led you to be where you are today, and what led you not to give up?
First off, I don't want no clickbait of me slagging John Kavanagh because it's not that. Obviously John had his gym and I was once a criminal on the run. He's obviously got to fucking look out for his own thing, so he said I couldn't train there no more and we went our separate ways. But like I say all the time, I believe everything happens for a reason, because if I never would have got kicked out of there, I never would have maybe found Dublin Combat Academy and met Collie and then met up with Dennis, and everything just, I believe, happened the way it was meant to happen. And like you said, it was just another chapter in the story, a bit more adversity to push through. And I do honestly believe, like, I'm just a bit of a weird mentality that when I'm told no, I want to do it even more. When doors are shut on me, I want to kick down the door even more. I honestly believe that from the beginning, I was had every door open for me and I was going, yeah, you can just have it, or yeah, come through. I would have been like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do this. But the fact that when people stop me, when people tell me no, it just puts a fire in my belly to be like, watch. But me and John are on good terms. John's invited me back to train recently, so that I can always pass through when I'm in Dublin. And I know loads of lads from SPG, I'm cool with all of them, they're all fucking doing well themselves, and I do plan to pass through there one day, but it's all about the DCA.
Would it be fair to say that you're glad these people said no to you, because without these people, and also you've had problems with the police where you're in the agricultural college sort of thing, those people are the type of people that spurred you on to be where you are today?
I could be a fucking farmer now, couldn't I, lad? You know what I'm saying? Fucking picking veg, lad, and not even know what MMA is. So yeah, like I said, everything just happens for a reason, and I do honestly believe that when I'm sitting there fucking praying for strength, praying to be tougher, praying to be smarter, God's not just giving me it, lad, he's giving me a tougher life to make me stronger. He's giving me problems to solve to make me smarter. And I just believe like this is fucking the path I was meant to be on. And it's just crazy like how so many things have just slotted into place that it can't be coincidence. But let's see, lad, who knows what could happen, still yet to come. I'm only 30.
Yeah. So moving on, you're getting closer to the fight now. Are you feeling chomping at the bit, sort of thing? You can't wait to get in there.
Yeah.
How's camp been as well?
Camp's been great. A lot of bodies to work with, a lot of people to mimic them. I feel stylistically it's going to be a different type of fight that maybe you've never seen from me before. I'm normally like the grappler fighting the striker. This guy's obviously going to come to wrestle a bit more. I'm definitely the more rounded striker. I also believe I'm the better grappler as well, but I think maybe because of the stylistic matchup you might see a bit more on the feet from me, which you don't really get to see. But I still believe at some point I get on his back and I just finish him. Definitely going to be a finish.
What's your prediction, Shem, for the fight? What are you predicting?
Controlled violence, pressure from the off goal, clattering gloves off his face, bouncing his head off the canvas. I believe he gets tired trying to wrestle. I don't think he'll ever take me down, and if he does, I'm never ever settling on the bottom. Like I'm too hard to hold down. I'm too physically big for him. I'm too explosive. I'm too athletic, and I think I either knock him out early on because he'll walk onto something because he likes to just keep coming, or it'll go a bit later and I'll take us back in the second or later on in the first and sub him.
And if there's one thing, Shem, you want to be remembered for once your career finishes, I mean, you've got plenty of years in the game anyway, what would it be?
Just a good person. To be remembered as a good person.
Cheers. Thank you, Shem.
Thank you, Shem.